Hey guys, and welcome back to Castle Crush, and today we are going to be playing with another all legendary cards deck, all 12 legendary cards in one deck, so let's jump right in. Starting out with the Storm Elemental. We also do have an Angel in this deck just to try and amplify the power of these legendary cards. And the Storm Elemental went down fairly quick, but, you know, I was just trying to get it kind of out of my hand to make space.
Fight for honor.
Let's see. We can boost up this Dark Angel. And I really like to get the Valkyrie out there. In matches where I can get the Valkyrie out, I tend to win a lot of them. So, oftentimes my main strategy is to try and put the Valkyrie out and then draw attention away from it. Here I was just going for 3 lanes, though, which was working out fine too. And this person clearly was panicking if they're putting cannon shots on me. And at this point, I'm in pretty good control. And you know they're done when they're putting all those cannon shots on you, so that's kind of the last effort there. And that one cleaned up pretty quick. So we'll try again here with these little skeletons and the Dark Angel. Seems like a good matchup. I really like the Angel in here because the Angel can really amplify the power of some of these existing cards. It helps with Dark Angel, it helps with Hollow Knight, helps with Vampire, so it has some good synergy with some cards in this deck. So this was a pretty common theme, this deck. It doesn't have the best early game, and they tend to do damage to me early on in a lot of these matches, and then sometimes I'll sort of come back, is what ends up happening the most. Like this match, for example, you can see I slowly took over here. They did a lot of damage to my castle, but once I took over the board, really wasn't much more they could do other than try to throw some fire elementals at me. So that one's over. This person also had a Storm Elemental and Hollow Knight, so we were kind of running like a mirror setup here at the start. And they had a higher leveled Hollow Knight than me too, despite only being level 10. Castle level 10. But I go with the classic counter here with the Vampire, and that works to perfection. However, they managed to swap the middle lane up, and I get the Black Witch though, and it works perfectly because they had nothing to counter it with.
Feel my curse.
They do the same thing. They had a lot of similar cards to myself in their deck. I wonder what deck they were playing with, honestly, because it was pretty similar. So I decided to go for the Valk. And now you'll see here, we end up kind of just going in on each other. And I basically cleared out that whole middle lane. And now at this point, pretty good shape. I have huge power on the board, and not too much they can do. They just have some pretty squishy stuff there with Reaper and Phoenix. So at this point, we pretty much got this match in the bag. And yeah, all legendary cards. It does do some work, but it's a slow deck. It's a slow deck. It starts out really slow. If you're going to play this deck, you have to, you have to be willing to be patient in the early game. This one was tough. This was another tough one because I was trying to go for the Valkyrie here, but that's a lot of DPS there they have, and I'm like, I have to spam some stuff out or else I'm going to be in trouble. So I just throw everything I could out there. Valkyrie barely survived, but it's a critical card. Now I need that Necromancer if possible. Oh, I lost the Valkyrie. So then I'm wondering what to do. We go in with the vampire. But that's going to go down. They're really close to my necromancer. And super, super close. Unfortunately, though, I made a mistake right here by black witching that lane. But then I get it back because they destroyed the black witch. And yeah, and then that basically allows me to sort of revive what I was doing. And now we have two dueling one-lane stacks, but my shaman is destroying them in the middle lane, and then they block it, and then I'm like, uh-oh. Dragon. And then I black witch it for some reason. Wasn't sure if that helped or not, because then they're like one hit away from destroying me, but we destroy them first. So that match was absolutely crazy. This one actually just gets even crazier. But I get a strong start here with Vampire and Angel. Unfortunately, though, they got the Angel down real quick. But this is a tough start for me, because stuff like Orc's Horde or Triplets, I find really hard with this deck in the early game. Luckily, we're already getting to mid-game, but when I get Triplets in early game, I tend to lose because this deck doesn't have enough cards to counter that. So I'm not messing around here. I go straight in with Black Witch. We're barely hanging on, because you can see they're really overwhelming me. So I'm like, I have to counter now. There's no time. So I go straight in for the dragon. Barely saves me. And I just drop everything down. Drop everything in. And somehow I didn't notice top lane. They get another hit in. 489 health. Looks like I've saved it here. Maybe I've saved it. Regaining control. Oh, but... oh, the genie! No! And I just barely managed to block the genie, and now they have a mage that's about to one-hit me. And I blocked that with a Skull Queen. And they could still get me with another genie if they have one. So I wasn't really sure how hard to commit, or if I should save a card in my hand to try and block that genie with. But no, we complete the comeback. That was the most unbelievable comeback. 99 health. Really thought I should have lost that match. I mean, pretty wild stuff, guys. All legendary cards, always pretty crazy, always pretty legendary. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments, and what other types of content I should create. Maybe subscribe if you're new to the channel. And thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.